Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. And congratulations, Dragono Computer, for being first. Or at least redeeming first.
Oh, well?
Oh, God. Having some fun with the freebies, I see. Ow! There we go, I turned down the volume. How you doing today, Dragon Computer? That's why I got the freebies there. And the good news is Tits is working, so that's a relief. I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. Ah, that'll be tomorrow evening for me. Probably gonna clean the bedroom tomorrow. Loki's here too. You gonna say hi, Loki? I always laugh when I hear people say Tits is working. Yeah. They are in fact working. I'm kidding. But yeah, no it is. Your dog is named Lucky. Nice, I love that. I guess Loki's not in a talkative mood right now. You gonna say hi, Loki? Oh, there he is. Loki says hi. Mwah. I'm gonna give him a kiss on the forehead. Mwah. I love you. Alright, hop down, Loki. Come on. Good boy. Unless you're behind me, you can't be up here. And already the back talking is starting. Isn't that just fun? If you bite my toes, Loki, I will not be happy. Anyways, so today we are going to be doing the Astrologian job quest. Honestly, I'm going to be honest, what words is that? I'm going to be honest, I'm not really a fan of samurai. So I'm going to do the rest of Stormblood as Astrologian. So today we're doing the job quest for Astrologian, because I gotta get caught up on that. Yes, hi Loki. Oh, you're okay, you got it. Good boy. Hey, ow! Don't bite. Loki and his biting. He's not even aggressive, he's just doing it to get my attention. Hey, go lay down. No, you're biting. You can go lay down. Anyways, let's get started. Empty nest. Word at the Anthenium Astrologicum is that Jenaquina has begun preparations for a journey. Oh, what you doing this time? I have good news and bad news. The good news is preparations for the symposium on Charlian astrology have been progressing smoothly, as we have expectedly encountered very little resistance from the vault. They have even gone to the trouble of securing us a spacious venue for the event. The bad news is the spacious venue in question lies in Falcon's Nest. Lest you wonder, I speak of the same frigid building site in the middle of nowhere that you will doubtless have heard of so many good things about. Yes, my friend, that Falcon's Nest. Yet I suppose this may be a blessing in disguise. I am not just certain what that blessing may be. Perhaps we should all make for the hamlet and see. Oh boy, let's see where this goes. To Falcon's Nest we go. I got me some coffee. Trying out a new sleep schedule. I need to stay awake till midnight. I'm thinking about sleeping midnight to 8, but I'm not sure yet. Thirsty. Oh, I see it up there. Oh, yeah, that's right. A delivery Moogle. My husband told me you have stuff for me.
And look what we have here. 2 new letters have just arrived for you. Kupo.
Let's see. I love you. I know you'll take good care of these babies. You're already best mom IRL. Aww. I got a nutkin, salt and pepper seal, and a tiny rat. Well, I've already got those 2, but I'll take the nutkin. I'll take them all, actually. Let's see. Enjoy your personal sage. And I got a Guido and a Dawnbound Orchestrion roll. Nice. I'll have to find some stuff to send him later. Alright, I've already got the tiny rat. I've already got the salt and pepper seal. But let's get Nutkin. And then Orchestrion roll and a Tata. Speaking of minions, oops, didn't mean to do that. We gotta do a minion roulette real quick. Let's see who we get today.
Oh, we got a tiny little Gubo.
Is that what it is? Gubu. Gubu Sproutling. Love that. Alright, let's continue on. Jeanne Connard. Greetings, Indigo. It appears that not only is our symposium to be held in a tiny hamlet moms away from civilization, crawling with people who cannot even spell astrology, let alone grasp how it works, but that no one in the whole town has even been informed of our arrival. The 3 of us have been spending the last bells speaking with whomever will listen, inviting them to attend the event, so at least we won't be speaking to an empty forum. Ugh, worry not, my friend. We have saved the Northern District just for you. Oink. Hello, Vanilla Lily Rose. How you liking Astro? I do enjoy Astro a lot. I've been enjoying it quite a bit. I'm just getting caught up on the job quests. Time to tell the people of Falcon's Nest about the symposium. Well, that's fun. I'm trying to remember, what's your favorite job, Vanilla Lily Rose? A Falcon's Nest Elder. Yo, what's up? Surely an astrology, eh? You a heretic? Because you're talking like one. There's only one kind of astrology in Ishgard, and it ain't the heathen kind. Goddamn. Considering as you're an unbeliever, I suppose the knight might allow you to yap and yammer, but to cause too much commotion, you'll be disappeared like the other lad. Now, when was that? Bloody heretics. Oh, well, this is gonna be fun. An outrider! And his wounds look deep. Is there a cutter nearby? I mean, I'm an astrologian. Okay. Let's see. White Mage and Pictomancer. Nice. Sadly, you can't pick up Pictomancer right now. No, but I'm excited to do that. Need to be level 80 or 90. Ah. Oh, yeah, because it's a Dawn Trail. That's right. Yeah, when I get to Dawn Trail, that's exactly what I'm going to try out as Pictomancer. Alright, Wounded Knight. Please. I have 5 children. God damn, dude. Close it off. What is this sorcery? My cuts. They knit themselves. Are you a healer adventurer? If so, I have another request of you. Oh, okay. Then you can paint pictures of Vermilion. Ah, that would be fun. There were others in my scouting party. We were all wounded, some of us more gravely than others. I fear that my fellow knights may be in grave danger. Would you seek them out and tend to them as you did me? I will report to Sir Redwald, but fear that by the time he can muster reinforcements, several men will have perished. Yeah, I'll go find your friends. No problem. Well, thank the gods we're flying. Mount Roulette. Let's go, Midgar Summer. All the flying. I need to do some fan art, or do some artwork of Vermilion and I gotta draw our yaoi auras. It's so funny, my aura is taller than his aura. Alright, where are you at? Okay. Gravity. There we go. I thank you, adventurer. I shall tell the fury of your kindness when I kneel before her at the gates to... yes, come here. And let me help you up. How did you... It is as if I was never dealt a single wound. What manner of magics do you wield, friend? I'm an astrologian. Astromancy? But I thought the stars served only to grant us insight into the Horde's movements. Why are there no more astrologians in the field? Or why are there not more astrologians in the field? You and your companions are in Falcon's Nest to discuss that very topic? Perhaps I can persuade others in the garrison to attend. Now, I must hurry back to the hamlet. My captain will want a full report of today's happenings. Cool. So now I just go back to Falcon's Nest. Mount Roulette. Back to Falcon's Nest we go. Well, this is fun. Alright, Janakona. Where have you been? When you did not return, we visited the northern gates and found the area astir with night activity. You left the hamlet to aid wounded scouts? You could have been killed, or eaten, or killed then eaten, or eaten then killed. Wait, what? What is this? You say your display of astromancy has impressed the knights into attending our event? This may work to our advantage. If the knights begin clamoring for astrologians to be assigned to their ranks, then the sea may just listen. Let us find these good men and inform them that the symposium is about to commence. Okay, cool. I'm assuming I go up these stairs. Yep, right there. Excuse me, wounded knight. Fowls, horde, frosted balls. Not a single person came. I told you this was a terrible plan. Use the confusion from the jam-packed symposium to approach the target, she says. You'll have her out of the hamlet before her companions even know she's gone, she says. Even a blind babe could have seen that no one would gather for a talk of astrology in the middle of swimming. Hi, what's up? Oh, shit. Ah, the astrologian who tended to my wounds. As you can see, both me and my fellow knight made swift recoveries. Thanks to your wonderful magics, of course. Yeah, okay, what the fuck are you talking about just now? Reinforcements from the garrison never arrived? Reinforcement... Oh! Yes! I spoke with, Sir Red Wolf myself. Perhaps he felt there was no need for reinforcements after I, convinced him that an able healer you were. Yes, that is it. That is most certainly the reason. Yes. Right. Okay, you're definitely full of shit. And as much as we would like to attend, the captain has already assigned us to another mission. I apologize to you and your companions. Perhaps we can make, the next symposium. Carry on, then. Wow, okay, dickheads. Well, Huh. Alright, Laviva. Well, that is that, then. The vault wins. Honestly, it was kind of a dick move what they did. Do not think of it as such, Lady Laviva. This is but one hurdle we must leap. The vault wants us to stop and turn around, and they will continue placing hurdles before us until we do. We cannot let that discourage us. We must carry on until we reach our destination, or they run out of hurdles. Huh. Huh. You cry over hurdles. You know not how lucky you were. Well, how so? Oh, it's this guy again. Did you come for the symposium? No, I wouldn't let anyone see me at that gathering. I'd be branded a heretic and sent to witch drop. Or worse. They'd just slit my throat and toss me out to the beasts. Like as they did that other astrologian from the old world. Wait, what? The other astrologian? When was this? When you reach my age, all the summers melt together. My hair still had color, so it must have been at least a score. Mayhap more, mayhap less. Helpful. Very fucking helpful. There was an astrologian who was... But it was long ago. It could not have been anyone you knew. We cannot dwell on the past. We must needs find a way to interpret the cards we have been dealt, so that they might benefit the present. Our present. No, it could not have been anyone I knew. I never had the chance to. Aw. You're right, Jeanne Quinar. We mustn't let the vault, or bandits, or closed minds prevent us from achieving what we came here for. The stars will point the way. And we will help the people of Ishgard see that as well. So I take it we go back to Foundation now? Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. damn it. Yes, take me to Foundation, goddammit. Lady Leveva did not take the old man's recollection of the slain Astrologian well at all. I understand that hearing of a fellow colleague's death might unnerve someone, but you would think she had lost her father. Oh. Jeanne, what have you done? I will not live down this offense. You see, the Astrologian of whom the old man spoke, it so happens that I knew him well. His name was Rufin, and he was my friend and confidant when I studied in Charlian. My only friend. He followed me back to Ishgard when my stay in the city-state was cut short by the Exodus. His dream was to rekindle interest in the forgotten techniques which gave rise to Ishgardian astrology. But this was a time when the Holy See was even more opposed to foreign ideas than they are now. That evening I discovered him bleeding at his bureau was one of the saddest in my life. But even at the hour of his death, Rufin remained strong, and he made me promise that I would not let his dream fade because of the close-minded. Not that that has gone particularly well thus far. Yet perhaps if we reach a greater accord with the stars, they will show us the way forward. Yes, that sounds likely. Huh, interesting. Conviction. Jeanne appears to have information on your next symposium. The Vault went and outdid themselves. The location of our next symposium? The Convictory, a makeshift camp for a band of bickering knights. I've spoken at length with Lady Leveva about how we might handle this second inconvenience, so as not to meet the same fate we did in Falcon's Nest. I fear the worst, but the lady believes that we may be approaching this all wrong, that we should embrace the situation and use it to our advantage. I believe she is merely unaccustomed to the thin alpine air, and her wits are not in order. Perchance we should make for the camp and see for ourselves. Alright, we're going to Convictory now. So back to Falcon's Nest. Fun. Let's see. So it'll be out that way. Alright. Mount Relax. Let's do this. Ah, we got the chocobo. Alright, let's go. All the fun. There it is, right down there. Incoming. Heretics! Someone call the god! Oh god, what's going on now? Tread lightly, Indigo. This is not the work of bandits. Quimperians, hurts, were dealt by the convictors. You were assaulted by the men who sworn to protect us? This is madness. The vault led the knights to believe that a party of Astrologians would be arriving to aid them in scrying the location of the Horde's next attack. They took out their frustration on poor Quimperian. When they learned I can foretell the whims of a dragon about as well as I can those of Jeanne. But no, we must not let this discourage us. If words have no weight with these men, then let our magics do the speaking. Oh, he's doing better. Good. Alright, cast aspect benefic. You. Aspected benefic. There you go. But you're an Astrologian. You can't heal people. That's not what Astrologians do. Well, that's what I do, bitch. You're welcome. Jesus. My wounds. It's as if they were never there. Wait, who's going to believe that I slew a dragon if I haven't the wounds to show for it? I don't know whether to thank you or to slit your throat. Wow. Fuck you. Though, I suppose I wouldn't be able to do either if you hadn't healed me with those queer magics. So this day, I see fit to forgive you. Right. You're welcome. And let's see how much of an ungrateful bastard you're gonna be. The pain. It's gone. How did you... Damn, these guys are dicks. God damn it, who's hurt this time? What the hell's going on over here? Oh. Oh, well, at least someone got a thank you. Ew. Huh? Oh, shit. What is wrong, Laveva? Have you tapped too deeply into your mental reserves? Perhaps you should take a moment of respite. That blood is not the knight's. Did you just stab her? Ah, the loyal lapdog. Without you to state the obvious, where would your masters be, pray tell? You again? One might think these markings would betray my identity, but you Eorzeans have a singular capacity to look without seeing. I am amazed you are not constantly wandering into bonfires or off cliffs. I have grown weary of this masquerade, and I am done with entrusting my fate to this realm's blundering mercenaries. My name is Celie, and I am here to take the Lady Laveva into custody so she can be transported back to Sharlayan and tried for her crimes. What? Taken into custody? On whose authority? You are here without permission of the Forum, performing acts which amount to treason. Your grandfather has already been detained and questioned. Oh shit. I am giving you the opportunity to turn yourself in and put an end to this farce, once and for all. Do as I say, and no one will be harmed. Yourself included, Lady Laveva. Well shit. Lady Laveva? I thought you and your grandfather were dispatched on an official expedition. It seems that Laveva has not told you everything. Did you know that it was her father who was killed nearly 15 summers past? 15 summers past, Jeanne. Your adventurer friend seems already to have put 2 and 2 together. Why he didn't tell you earlier, I cannot fathom. What else are they leaving you out of Jeanne de Durandere? But... Silence! This is my final warning. When you see me again, you will either give yourself up, or you will die at my blade. Think on that, Leveva. Okay, again though, did she get stabbed? Indigo, Lady Leveva's wound is deep. I'll take that as a yes. I do not believe I can heal it on my own. Lend me your aid. Well, yeah, no shit. Come here, Leveva. Thank you, my friends. For someone who claims she was hired to bring me back to Sharlayan, her aim was quite true. Lady Leveva, this Silly claimed that you were not here with the blessing of the Forum. Is this so? Why did you not see fit to mention this? My grandfather knew the Forum would never allow us to come to Ishgard, and that their contemplation over the matter was merely a tactic to stall and discourage us. The stars had spoken to my grandfather, and he was not about to turn a deaf ear to them. I kept silent because I did not wish to let the petty politicking of men thousands of malms to the north stand in the way of our dream to spread the word of Sharlayan astrology. Yeah, okay. And such was my father's dream, until he was killed for it by close-minded peasants. But Rufin never once spoke ill of those he wished to enlighten, even at his end. How do you know my father's name? Your father and I became close friends when I was in Sharlayan. When the Exodus forced me to return home, he asked if he could accompany me, saying that he wished to try and convince those who once believed in the star's power to look to the skies again. And we did for several moons. My countrymen were deeply skeptical and slow to warm to the idea of heathen magics. Some were even rude. But he never gave up on them, right up until he was, I was there during your father's last moments. I heard a commotion come from his room late one night, and went in to check, only to find him bleeding and slumped over his diary, which he was writing when he was attacked. With his last strength, he handed me the diary, and asked that I do not blame my people, and that I continue our work. I believe this belongs to you now. I do not know if I can forgive those who killed my father. I do not expect you to forgive us yet, but knowing what he did, even at the moment of his death, perhaps will help you one day understand. You have always reminded me of Rufin, even before I knew he was your father. Your passion for your discipline equals his own, or may even exceed it. Father, did you know what fate awaited you in this realm? Did you see all this? Did the stars have you merely pave the way for me? If they did, then I shall not allow anyone to stand in your way. Aww. You're right, good man. I shall allow this breach of etiquette. And so I shall allow this breach of etiquette. But if you fail to address Lady Leveva properly again, I'll have you spit-shining the privy back at Durandare Manor. Oh, leave him be, Jeannequinard. Without Quimperin here, I'd have been tied up and shipped back to the old world moons ago. The stars have him here with me. He is not going anywhere, and neither am I. I am done with symposiums. That is not what my father wanted. He came here not to speak of astrology. He came here to use it. And so that is what I shall do. There are still many convictors who would benefit from these magics. And what a better way to convince people of your greatness than by ensuring they remain alive long enough to sing your praises. Johnny, will you tell me of my father? I would be delighted, my lady. Unless that is, you mean now, as I have a prior engagement with a pair of lovely baronesses from House Dizimel, and I would not wish to keep them waiting. Yeah, okay. Janaquina, are you a hoe? Chef don't judge if you are. I'm going to be going back and forth between Foundation and here, aren't I? God damn it. This is what happens when I do a bunch of job quests back to back to back. To think that my old friend Rufin may have seen what grim fate awaited him in Ishgard, but chose to come anyway, knowing that it would inspire both me and his daughter. Gods, sometimes these celestial machinations are simply too grand in scope to grasp. However, if it is as we believe, then we must, as Quimperin so bluntly stated, make sure that not disrupt us on our path to the fate. Perhaps it is time I revealed to you a more powerful form of Malefic, so that you might be better prepared for the trials that are to follow. Ah, that furrow upon your brow suggests you could have used the spell earlier in your training. Oh, yeah, no shit. In retrospect, I would be inclined to agree. Thanks. Do-do-do. Hello, Azure Guardian. How you doing? And we've leveled up. Cool, now we can continue the MSQ next time. Cool. Let's finish the job quest and then we'll go back to the MSQ. Let's see, gonna say though, with that lavender hair and a twin tail style, Leveva looks kind of like Freyrin. Oh yeah! I see what you mean. I'm doing alright, running my dailies. Nice. Love that. Feather in the cap. Janaquina has the latest information on Lady Leveva's current situation, or location. I am happy to report that Leveva is fine and well, and hasn't been attacked by bandits, dastards, curs, Charlian spies, or disgruntled knights once since her last encounter with the Convictory. Well, that's actually a real frickin' miracle now, isn't it? After restoring health to all the convictors so that they might return to getting wounded again, she journeyed northwest to the Dravanian forelands. If that journey was without incident, she should be in Tailfeather now, attending to the Chocobo hunters there. Might I suggest we go and join her, Indigo? Yes, we're going to Tailfeather now. How fun. Gonna get a drink while I teleport. Got my protein coffee. Got my coffee with the chocolate protein powder and caramel macchiato creamer. Speaking of macchiato, I took Hoshi to do our bunny Hoshi to do speed dating on Saturday. Because our bunny rescue that we like to support was doing a fundraiser. And she was like, yeah, bring Hoshi. We'll do a speed date. And if you bring $20, I can do a grooming. So Hoshi also got pampered. So not only did Hoshi get pampered, he got like a dry shampoo. And he got like a brush. And he got his little nails clipped and everything. He also made a friend. And they're currently in the bedroom in a neutral territory bonding right now. So far so good. No fighting. They're eating together. They're sharing a bunny box. They're doing great. It'll be a little bit before they start cuddling, but we can have them back in the office by then. So when Vermilion wakes up, we're going to move them back into the office. That way I can kind of have some backup if a fight does begin. Because if they start fighting again, then we're going to put them back in the neutral territory and just kind of see how things go. Hoshi is very protective of what's his. So basically what we need to do is we need him to acknowledge that this new lady friend of his, her name is Macchiato, Maki for short, we just need him to acknowledge that she is also his, like his partner. So that's kind of what we're working on right now. Because once Hoshi realizes, oh, this is my girlfriend, then he'll be less of a dickhead to her in his territory, because it'll be their territory. Probably after stream, I'm going to take some of his toys to them. That way I can see how he reacts to her playing with his toys. Got a few things I need to do after stream today. Anyways, Indigo, it is good to see you again. I pray you have not been neglecting your training. Now, you may be wondering why I chose Tailfeather of all places to visit next. Well, the truth of the matter is, I did not choose it at all. It chose me. The hunters here somehow heard of what we had done at the Convictory and placed a formal request to have me come here and tend to the hamlet's wounded. I would like to believe this proof that word of the benefits of Charlene astrology is slowly but surely spreading through the realm. But enough talk. There are still many aligning souls that require succor. Would you and Jean-Quinard mind assisting me again, as you did in the Western Highlands? Yeah, sure, I could do that. Look, the first one's right over here. An injured hunter. And it's still aspected benefic. There you go. An honest healer. Here in Tailfeather. Now I have seen everything. I assure you, you have not. I'm assuming another one's over here. Yeah. Are you in here? No. Oh, there you are. You're over here. Praise the 12! I am healed! Let's see, the last one is like all the way the fuck over there. Fun. I swear to God, if Leveva gets stabbed again. Let's not, shall we? Injured hunter. Let me guess, a chocobo fucked you up. I don't know who you are, but you're good in my book. Oh, well, that's probably the closest to a thank you I'm gonna receive. Ah, there you guys are. These men and women have chosen a horrendously dangerous profession. A chocobo's talons can rip open flesh to the bone, and a single kick can knock an otherwise hale hunter out for a sinnite, if he survives it. Oh, so chocobos are basically cassowaries. Good to know. Many of them seem surprised. Grateful, of course, but surprised. Well, yeah, at least they weren't dicks. That we were helping them. Does the hamlet not have its own healers? Do the temple knights not dispatch their hospitalers this far from Ishgard? The Holy See only cares for the war with the dragons. It cannot be bothered with a handful of hunters, despite the fact these hunters are its citizens. I was told on my arrival that they manage with makeshift politices created using herbs gathered from around the hamlet. When the wounds are more severe, they turn to their sole barber, who, well, is also the local butcher. I'm sorry, my frustration with the situation, coupled with the day's efforts, have me slightly drained. Might I be allowed a few moments of respite? Yeah, of course. Take a breather. Quimperin, Indigo, would you be so kind as to accompany the lady on her stroll? It has been far too long since that Charlatan assassin showed her face, and a reading I conducted earlier this morning showed a day rife with conflict and confusion. Ah, lovely. That's all I bloody need. Oh, we're going all the way the fuck out here. Alright, cool. Mount Roulette. Oh, hey, speaking of chocobos. Looks like we're about to fight a bitch. Alright, cool. Hey, Laveva, you're kind of glowing there. Ah, fuck. Okay. I'm glad you came, Indigo. There's something important I must tell you. Since Jana Quinar gave me my father's journal, I have spent my nights poring over his writings, trying to piece together what I could about his life. It appears he was hard-working and just. He trusted all and truly wanted to help people in need. He believed that knowledge should not be hoarded like food, but shared amongst the intellectually starved. Well, you shouldn't hoard food either. You should also share food with your community, but that's neither here nor there. He also knew that there were those who would see him stopped. Persons who used their influence to trick and frighten the Forum into believing that knowledge should be kept at one's breast. Persons who saw my father as a threat. His final few entries all speak of how he feared for his life, of how man in particular was working to see him dead. That man's name. It's not important, for in the end it turned out your father was killed by the very people he was foolish enough to trust. People who, in their slaying of a good man, proved that they were unworthy of the knowledge he so freely offered them. And now here you are, making the same mistake as he. Continue with this foolishness, and you too will suffer his fate. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I like her outfit. Do not dare talk of my father as if you knew him. You know nothing. Your mind is as closed as the minds of those in the old world who believe that hiding in their books will shield them from the pain and suffering of the real world. Such passion. It is a pity it remains misdirected. My employer only wishes to see you back. Ooh, I can look up her fit if you like. Ooh, that'd be nice. Thank you. Where was I? Such passion. It is a pity it remains misdirected. My employer only wishes to see you back safe in Charlian. The Forum recognizes your talent. You are an asset to our nation and its people. We would have you live a long and prosperous life, so that you may rise even higher than your father ever had the opportunity to. Ah, we both know you are far too stubborn to take this gift so graciously offered. You would rather fight. You know? So would I. No more games. Liveva. Let us end this, right here, right now, with your precious stars and as our witness. Are you ready? Are you on the square? Are you on the level? Are you ready to... Ah, shit, what was it? Swear right here, right now. Spare no one, not even the girl. Oh, are you not fighting too? Okay. Well, this is gonna be fun. That's not what I want. Oh, there's more. Lovely. Where are you bitches going? Don't you think you're gonna run off? Oh, god damn it, compare him. No, that's not what I want. That's what I want. Oh, whoops, I already did that. Oh my god! Oh wait, I've got gravity. Duh. Oh, duty complete. That's good. Are you alright? I heard the commotion and came as quickly as I could. Where the fuck have you been? Not as quickly as these four. You remember, the hunter so gravely wounded not less than a bell ago? If memory serves me, they could barely lift a finger, let alone rush headlong into a heated battle and help turn the tide. Ah, don't be so hard on the skilled shirt. Turns out we didn't need this help any road. Who would have thought it, eh? Real live fighting Astrologians. Now I truly have seen everything. Is that the same guy I healed? Well, anyway. Loviva, I dare say those men would not have risked their lives had they little respect for us or our craft. You were right. Our actions here have done more to promote Charlie and astrology than any long-winded discourse. Why, I expect this very night the tale of your daring deeds will be told 100 times over in mead halls across the forelands. Cool. Which means it will not be long before the Forum has heard as well. We Charlians may have officially abandoned this realm, but our ears remain. If the one who hired Selly is who I think it is, then I expect not less than a formal edict of extradition to be issued. Oh boy. An edict of extradition? But Charlian has no power to force Ishgard to deliver you into their hands? Yeah, I have no fucking idea, dude. Furthermore, what exactly is it that you have done wrong, but allowed others to partake in your great nation's bottomless well of knowledge, as I did more than 15 summers ago when I studied in her halls? Things changed after you left Jeannequinat. Many even believe it was my father's death that tipped the scales in favor of closing Charlian's doors and locking away all our knowledge. The Forum deems it so, If the Forum deems it so, I could be arrested and imprisoned for the theft of national resources. And I see no reason why your Holy See, who has already shown its disdain for our efforts, would stand in its way. So what do we do? Your grandfather, your father, they have given up so much to see you here. We cannot just concede defeat, now that we have finally begun to make headway. I never said we would, Jeanne. I have no intention of giving up or giving in. Doing so would be to deny the sacrifices made by my father and grandfather. The stars have shown me the path I must take. There is no other, and it begins back at Tailfeather, healing those who aided us. I will see the two of you in Ishgard once I have settled matters here. Quimperian will see I arrive unharmed. Alright, sounds good to me. And it's back to Ishgard we go. Back to Foundation. Lady Laveva still has not returned from Tailfeather. Oh, but do not worry. I have had word that she simply intends to stay a few turns of the sun longer. What we should be worrying about, however, is the Forum and their pending decision on our companion's extradition. If an official edict is drafted, I fear we may find ourselves in the mercy of the Vault. And if that were to happen, there will be little we can do to help Laveva here, short of starting a war. If only we had more time. When I was studying at Charlian, I heard whispers of an ancient astronomic spell which could stop time and the very movements of the heavens. All of my professors denied it existed, of course. Interesting. I'm gonna get a drink real quick. Just gonna shake it up, shake it up. My protein mocha. Caramel mocha. Alright, Jenakora, what have you got for me? Trumped! Jenakora has some exciting news. Word of Lady Laveva's charity has begun spreading, my friend. I have attended more than one luncheon where it was positively dripping off the tongues of all the good lords and ladies. And the knights? Oh, the knights. They have started rumbling about why magics that not only heal the wounded, but also enhance the strengths of the healthy are not being employed to save the lives of those on the front lines. Needless to say, the Vault is not amused. Their plan is to have us fade into obscurity has rebounded upon them, and now they are scrambling to twist this situation to their advantage. Listen, Indigo, the Vault would have us officially attend an operation currently underway in the Western Highlands, village of Hemlock. The settlement was abandoned after the calamity, and has since been overrun with beasts of all manner. The Holy See seeks to reclaim it, and my uncle, the Count, has generously volunteered his knights to clear the area of any remaining threats. It is a win-win for the Vault. The operation is small enough and far enough away from the capital that even if it is a success, no one will pay it half a mind. But the Vault will be able to say that they answered the pleas of the knights. If, for any reason, the operation were to fall, then the Vault would be able to attribute the failure to the Astrologian presence and turn the high houses against Lady Laveva. I spoke with the lady about this, but she said she was not interested in the politics of the situation, only that it was her duty to aid people in need. We should speak with her, and soon. Let us make haste to Hemlock. And we are just going all over each guard, aren't we? What the fuck are you? Oh, I see. Back to Falcon's Nest we go. Is that Loki down there? It is. Loki's under the desk. He's being a good boy. Mount Roulette. We got Orshafons, Chocobo. Okay, it looks like we got something here. Oh, we got that. Ooh, achievement unlocked. Fancy. You're here to help with the operation. Word has it the battle has taken turn for the worse. Time to enter Hemlock. Huh. What was the point of that? I could have just flown. Okay. Well, now I'm on a Fata Cat. Alright, what's going on here? We severely underestimated the strength of our enemies, and now my men and women find themselves overwhelmed. The tight wedges we had at the day's onset have all degraded into small knots of fighting, and the number of wounded is growing faster than our champ planes can heal them. Thank the Fury you arrived when you did. I take it you need me? Okay. Sorry about that. Alright, let's go help the wounded knights. Where am I? Where is my company? I must return to them. Oh, I see. Okay. I'm pretty over-leveled for these fuckers, so they're probably not going to touch me. I shan't forget this, Astrologian. I am forever in your debt. Oh, there you are. You're... Oh god, I went in a full circle. You have my thanks. But there must still be many who require succor. I heard a woman scream beyond the very boulder, not moments before you arrived. Alright. Oh, right over there. Oh, shit. There we go. Whew. Overwhelmed companions. Let me help you out, guys. Huh? Oh, shit. Hey, that's not yours. What have we here? Who the fuck are you? Silvestri? You who vowed never to set foot in this barbarian land again? Unless... Clever girl. Yes, it was I who hired Celie to bring you back to Charlian. And if you would come with us quietly, you would be free right now, rather than a wanted criminal facing a trial, imprisonment, even execution, depending on what you have told these tamed savages of yours. Hey, fuck you. Yes, my dear, I offered you a chance, and you foolishly refused it. The edict has been issued, and I am here to collect you. Let's see what we got here. So unfortunately, I can't seem to find what the gear pieces Celie wears are. My usual go-to doesn't have an outfits tab for her, and I haven't been able to find anywhere else that mentions her outfit other than it being some pirate outfit with long boots. Huh, interesting. Thank you for trying, though. I greatly appreciate that. It was really sweet of you. Though I must place some of the blame for that on our friend Celie. Had she not insisted on playing games, perhaps you would have displayed reason back the Black Shroud. Instead, she merely added fuel to the fire, already hot with your inherent stubbornness. And now I am forced to make the journey to this filthy realm to clean up her mess. And I suppose that starts with these companions of yours. Oh boy. Indigo. Take Jeannequinat and leave, right now. Neither of you are ready for magics of the variety he wields. What? But what of you, my lady? Where's your guy, by the way? Where's Quimpinar? I am going to reclaim my father's journal. Oh, okay, yeah. Ugh. Brave. Your father was brave. Your father is also dead. Well, okay, why you gotta bring that up, man? Lady Leveva! Oh, there he is. Ugh, I now understand Celie's frustration. This realm is truly overrun with vermin. How we suffered here for so long, I will never know. Very well, Leveva, you leave me no choice. You may already know we have questioned Mace regarding your unauthorized passage to Eorzea. What you may not know is that we still hold him in the dark cells. Just as a precautionary measure, of course. We would not want to see him flee again before the trial. Now, grandfather is not as spry as he used to be, and I'm uncertain how long the sanity a man of his age will last in complete darkness. Though, the longer you delay, the closer we come to finding out. If you wish to see your grandfather released, you will come to the abandoned city in the Dravanian hinterlands. There, my airship will be waiting to take you back to the old world, where you will be tried. Fairly, of course. I suppose you could run, but know that doing so would have grave consequences for your grandfather, and possibly your mother as well. And we would still eventually find you. Yep, I guess it's time for him to teleport out. Bye. Oh, wait! My father's diary! Bye, beach. That's pretty much what he was. He may still be close. Wait here. Right. Dude, I recognize that shit. He could be anywhere. Let's see what we got here. No problem. I'm used to looking up NPC outfits for another streamer whenever they play FF14 to see an outfit they like on a character. Oh, nice. Love that. Lady Leveva, who was that? I have the strangest feeling I should know him from somewhere. Silvestre, leader of the Bibliotheques, a powerful group of conservative fundamentalists who seek... I'm sorry. Bibliotheques, and it's a group of conservative fundamentalists. fucking course. Okay, anyway. Who seek to control the whole of Charlian's knowledge. They believe that our people should not become involved in history, only be witness to it. Then analyze it until the lives lived and lost are but numbers on a page. You may remember Silvestri, Jean-Aquinard, because he is the self-same man who has pushed for old Charlian to batten its doors, and has used my father's death as his rallying cry. That dirty bastard! Ah, of course he's conservative, right? And now I'm certain he had my father killed. Near the end of my father's diary, he mentions being contacted by a young Silvestri, who happened to be an older classmate of his when they were both at the studium. Silvestri looked to make a name for himself as a politician. Of course he fucking did. Warned by my father against continuing to decimate knowledge of Charlian astrology in Eorzea. A warning my father, of course, did not heed. Soon after, several attempts were made upon my father's life. When he subsequently looked into the matter, he discovered that there was a price on his head, and that Silvestri had put it there. I discovered a contract signed by the wretch folded in my father's journal. He had planned on revealing it to the forum on his return, but he never had the chance. Jean-Aquinard, my father gave you that journal before he died, but you never once opened it?
I did not think it was mine to read. But what you say, if it's true, we must get that diary back. Come, it seems that the fighting has died down. Let us report to the captain of the knights and return to Ishgard so that we may plan our next move.
Well, alright then, now we know what to do. We're gonna fight some conservatives! Oh my god, I was hanging out with my best friend yesterday, so I was having a bad day, and I text my best friend, like, I need you. My best friend's like, I am getting a lift, I will be there soon. And so, I was telling them about the Confederacy and Stormblood, and she got such a kick out of it. And I was telling her, like, all the jokes I was making as well, and oh my god, they loved it so much, it was so funny. I even told them about, like, how at the start of that stream, I'm like, alright, the world's on fire, let's escape from it. And then we start playing Stormblood, which is honestly very political when you think about it. It's like, you know, it's funny. The world's on fire, we're trying to escape from it, and we're playing a game where the world is also on fire. Oh look, it's the Confederacy. Fuck! Now I need to send that Dubus Goobus video to my best friend. Many lives were saved because of you. If this is what we can expect from Charlian astrology, I see no reason why we shouldn't have knights trained in the field. Yeah, no shit. I will recommend this to the Lord Commander. I suspect he will be pleased to see the day won with so few casualties. If you require our services again, you need only ask. Oh, if you need our services again, you need only ask. Come, Indigo. Let us hasten back to Ishgard. Always a good time. Always a good time indeed. My best friend also showed me a show that's on Amazon Prime. It's about ballet. It's a very niche show. Let me see if I can... I think it's like called Étoile? Ow! What'd you throw me? Ah, good old hydrate. Hello, Schnips! I shall hydrate real quick. Étoile, I think is what it's called. It's on Amazon Prime. Well, it's about the ballet industry. How you doing, Schnips? There's a character, he's a choreographer, and oh my god, you want to talk about autistic coded. Beautiful. Oh my god, you're dead? Where the fuck's my Ouija board? I don't have a Ouija board. I don't fuck with that shit.
Okay, let's see. Back to foundation. Back we go. That's a cute outfit. Love that. There's some really cute outfits in this game. Something I appreciate about Final Fantasy XIV, you can be a guy and still wear a freaking crop top. That's funny as shit, I'm not even gonna lie. I love that. I love that Final Fantasy XIV, it's like, the women shall dress hot, okay? And so will the men. I was like, okay, I could go for that. See, my thing is, I believe in equality. If you're gonna sexualize the women characters, you need to sexualize the men too. And thus, Final Fantasy XIV does. Indigo here, kind of looking like a bit of a slut. I love it. My asexual slut. Yeah, that totally makes sense. Up until, I want to say Endwalker, clothing was gender locked. Oh, damn. It wasn't until Endwalker they started removing gender locks. Ah. Yeah, if I remember correctly, there was also, like, gender-locked races as well. Like, Viera was only women until Endwalker, and then Dawntrail gave us the Femme Hrothgar, which Vermilion was very excited about when Dawntrail came out. But yeah, no, I love that this is the Astrologian outfit at the moment for Indigo. Just a freaking crop top on this super manly aura. I just love that. I can't wait to be a dancer. I'm tempted to be a male Viera as a dancer. Moments ago, we received a missive from the commander of my father's guard. He thanked us again for our assistance in Hemlock, and has formally requested that Lady Leveva train several of his knights in Charlian astrology. The vault, however, remains silent, and I believe the silence to be calculated. If the edict issued for Lady Leveva's extradition has arrived, they need only turn a blind eye to Sevestre's actions, until he has spirited the lady from the realm, and people simply forget she was ever here. God damn. But we are not going to let that happen, are we, my lady? I'm sorry, Shanaquanar, but I no longer see how we cannot. Sevestre has my grandfather. He's threatened to take my mother. And he now has the one thing that could have saved them both. My father's journal. No, Shanaquanar, I cannot deny my fate any longer. I have done several readings since our return, and everyone is the same. Deceit, manipulation, submission. My path is clear. You, however, can carry on. Silvestre has no authority over you. Or you, Indigo. See that my father's dream is fulfilled. Promise me that much. I shall promise you that and more, my lady. Quimparian and I will see you to the place of meeting, and do whatever possible to make certain this Silvestre keeps his word. You know that by attending me, you put yourself in danger. He has shown he will not hesitate to kill anyone who stands in his way. And now that he knows I know of his involvement in my father's death, but still, he would stand by my side in my last moments in Eorzea. I do not deserve friends such as you. Oh, I got your back, Leveva. It's okay. Indigo, ether is the building block of all that surrounds us, meaning that everything is connected. Someone closely attuned with that ether can, in a sense, link themselves with others, feeling their joy, feeling their pain. Scholars of the soul call this empathy. Crystal gazers and card readers call it the Wheel of Fortune. We astrologians call it collective unconsciousness. Whatever you call it, I feel that bond with you. Both of you. Thank you. Aww. We got collective unconsciousness. Alright, real quick, let's see. Kind of. Viera was only female for Shadowbringers, and Hrothgar were only males at the time. Oh, okay, they added male Viera for Endwalker, and then female Hrothgar for Dawntrail. They did eventually make lore for why male Viera and female Hrothgar took so long to appear. Oh, cool. Well, at least they put in some lore. Add in a little razzle-dazzle for the reason why it took so fucking long. Oh, dear. I'm trying to remember. I think Vermilion and I had just started dating when they announced male Viera, and so he was showing me the videos that were teasing the male Viera. He was so excited. He's like, "Bunny boys!" It was so funny. The Hands of Fate. Jenaquina and Lady Laveva appear to be ready to depart, with or without you. God damn. I'm quite aware that the mere notion of accompanying Laveva to the answering Kotor is bordering on absurd, but I cannot in good faith abandon our good friend in her time of need, not after all we have been through. I am joyed to see that you have come to the same conclusion as well. Well, yeah, obviously. You two are foolish. But I would not trade friends such as you for all the gold in the Aurum Vale. Oh, well, that's sweet. But there is no gold in the... My lady, might I ask you entertain a second option? You said that your father's diary contained a document which implicates Silvestre in Rufin's murder. What if... But I fully understand the enormity of this. But, what if Silvestre still has yet to lay eyes on that document? Suppose he only took the diary to provoke you. If we could somehow retrieve it before you boarded his airship, then we could have a bargaining chip of our own. But this man is the leader of the Bibliotheques, and their sole purpose in life is the hoarding of knowledge. Of course, he read the diary. And knowing Silvestre, the document would have been set to flame the moment he discovered it. Unless we told him that there was another document, one that I removed from the diary to have examined, one that was not in the diary when he stole it. Of course, there is no such page, but it would be easy enough to draft something up from memory of what I saw, something that would appear official from a distance. It just might work. That there is always the chance that he may simply attempt to take the document by force. Were that to happen, we would be fortunate to escape with our lives. Silvestre is a formidable astrologian. Some say he even possesses the power to stop time. But I thought those were only... No, we mustn't think of that. There is little time left before the scheduled meeting of the answering quarter. Lady Laveva's plan is all we have. If we are to save both her and her family, we must act, and trust that the stars will guide us to victory. Let's see, the lore is male Viera are just incredibly rare outright, and until fully matured are practically identical to female Viera, and are raised as such. Female Hrothgar, apparently, are the more politically inclined of the race, so you don't see them around as warriors, fighters, adventurers as a result. Interesting. Okay, getting some culture in there. Love that. Nice. Alright, start with the Edelshire. I heard something like they're not going to do any more races. Is that true as far as you're aware? Yeah, they said no more new playable races once male Viera and female Hrothgar got added. Damn. I can only imagine how much of a pain it could be to, like, code and add everything in anyways, so I can understand. Oh shit, am I not flying in this area yet? Damn. For some reason I thought I unlocked flying in this area. I think I was close to unlocking flying. Yeah. I got 3 more quests to do, and then that's unlocked. That's right, the Churning Mists and the Hinterlands. I haven't unlocked flying yet. Nigh on 15 summers have come and gone since I last set foot on the paths of contemplation. Yet this place appears as if it hasn't been inhabited for centuries. Nature is the greatest of levelers, Janaquina. She provides us with what we need, but when we are done with it, she is quick to take back what is, and always has been, rightfully hers. There is still time before Silvestre is to arrive. I would like to take a walk and see where my father lived. Just knowing that I tread the same ground as he may grant my mind peace. Well then, might I suggest a rooftop garden directly to the south of here? Your father and I would spend many a night there gazing up at the stars, and prattling on about dreams into the small hours. It is where he first told me of your mother, your birth mother. Not the aunt who cared for you after Lady Beard died in labor, and the child she was carrying. Let's see, not only that, considering we've pretty much explored the entire Planet by Dawn trail, there really wouldn't be any ways to introduce a new playable race. That's a good point. That is actually a good point. I am curious how they're going to go about continuing other expansions. Or if that's just going to be it after Dawn Trail. I have no idea. I guess if they were to do a new playable race, they would really have to work that lore in and be like, yeah, no, turns out there's this super secret area. Yeah, no, I can understand them not doing any more playable races. Over there. Asileme. I wonder if my father knew that one day I would be here, standing under the same sky he did. Did he know that he would have a daughter who was as stubborn as he? A daughter who put her life and the lives of those she loved in danger because of an unfulfilled dream?
think he did. And I think if he were here now, he would be proud. Proud that I at least tried. Proud that I did not let fate control me. But that I rather walked hand in hand with the fate down a path my father left. Not only for me, but for all those who carry in their hearts the same dream.
I believe he would be as well, Lady Labeva. Though I did not fully realize it until recently. These past moons, it has been as if Rufin was here by my side once again. The passion, the stubbornness, the talent. I do not think he would stand idly by as Silvestre had his way. And so I believe neither should we.
Thank you, Jeanne. I know I have been hard on you. It is only because you were an incompetent astrologian with an aversion to training. Not because you were anything but a good man and a good friend. Now let us see what the stars have in mind for us today.
Wow, you're still roasting his ass. Let's see. As far as the planet is concerned, by the end of Dawn Trail, there's only 2 areas left we haven't visited, but there's always places beyond the planet. After all, Final Fantasy has done space travel before, as early as Final Fantasy IV. That is actually a really good point. That's actually a really good point. I do remember that with Final Fantasy IV. And Final Fantasy V went to a different planet, too. Because we had to fight XIV, that's his name. I knew it was something silly, I just couldn't remember what it was. But yeah, no, there is always ways to continue the story for 14. That is true.
Silvestre is not a man to be late. He will be here. Good boy.
Oh, ever so predictable, Labeva. I'm sorry to inform you. There has been a change of plans. There will be no return to your homeland. No tear-filled reunion with your father. No trial, only a sentence. And that sentence shall be carried out here, by mine hand. You see, after reading your father's diary, it became clear that you and your wretched friends know too much. You would not believe how long I have been searching for that document. The last one that connected me to your father's unfortunate accident. I tracked down and had all the others destroyed, but this one has eluded me for almost 2 decades.
Oh boy. The last? Jeanne, Indigo, it appears we are left with but a simple path.
There was only ever one, my lady. We shall see it to the end. Alright, time to kick some ass. Alright, so it's just this asshole now. Hurry and destroy them. Oh, shit. Nope, not that. Shit, I didn't set up my HUD on this. What do you mean invalid target? Oh, whatever. Time to kick some ass. Wait, what? Duty complete. Hell yeah. Wait. If you wish to see your grandfather live, you will not kill me. That was never our intention, Sylvestre. No, I only wish to ask a few simple favors. The first being to return of my father's diary. Give it. You will then send word back to the old world to have my grandfather released immediately. And finally, you will return to Charlian and report to the forum that I have disappeared and am presumed deceased. Fail to do these things, and I shall tell the forum all I know of your involvement in my father's death. I doubt they will be as generous with their mercy as I. Damn, she got him. And what? Shall remain here and continue to spread our knowledge across the worm-eaten realm like it was sweet cream butter? You know not what you do. The barbarians of this realm have shown that they can only use knowledge to destroy each other. They corrupt it, they lessen it, and then they forget it. They never once have shown they are worthy of the knowledge they so defile. Oh my god, get your head out of your ass. And yet you would still give it to them. Very well. I shall do as you ask. Yoink. But know that the forum is ever listening, ever watching. Should you continue your escapades here in Ishgard, they will find out. And they will send out to others until they have succeeded where I have failed. Well, looks like we gotta go to Kugane then. Huh. Then you'd best make certain they do not. You are a powerful man who also happens to be a master of lies and deceit. I pray the task should not prove too difficult. And if it does, well then, I can always show them what manner of a man you truly are. God damn. I do not think there will be any need for that. Sylvestre, however wicked, is not a fool. He will not sacrifice what he has spent the past 2 decades building over a girl, even with his back to the cobbles, sees as an inferior. Especially if you have offered him a means of accomplishing it without causing him to lose face. His pride, of course, will ache, but it's not a little wine cannot cure. That's true. You're right, Shana. Something I never thought I would admit, at least out loud. So does that mean you will remain in the sea and continue your teachings? Of course I will. There is the pending contract with House Durandare, my obligations to the convictors and the hunters of Tailfeather, and then, of course, there is the matter of your incomplete training. If memory serves me, you still have only opened half of the Heaven's Gates. Goddamn. Oh, too far away. Well, things did not go completely as planned, but we arrived at the fate intended for us nonetheless. Now, the question is, what do we do with this fate we have been granted? I believe this warrants another reading, but perhaps after we've had a bite to eat. Nice. Yes, it is always good to have a bite to eat. I'm just shaking up my coffee, my protein coffee. There we go. Sorry about the noise. Oh, Indigo, you're just in time to greet the Anthenium's newest member. Oh? Holy shit! May I present you with Lord Rufin? Why the surprise? But I believe I know the answer. Your senses are doubtless reeling from having witnessed poor Laviva's tragic end in the hinterlands. Wink. Contrary to popular opinion, I was not murdered at all, but merely on a long and winding journey that has finally brought me back to Ishgard, so that I may teach the secrets of Charlian astrology once again. I mean to show the people that faith is a path that need not be walked in darkness, that the stars can be used to light the way. All right. And my first lesson? That those who oppose the celestial guidance shall find their foes burning on and on without end. Well, all right then. Woohoo! I got Celestial Opposition. This concludes the Astrologian quest for Heaven's Ward. Curious. Oh, that outfit looks actually kind of cool. That looks so cozy. I might hold on to that because I actually really like that outfit. Use it as a glamour later on. Let me get a drink real quick. I Alrighty, Jean-Aquina, it is time for Stormblood. East meets west. Jean-Aquina has something to say, and that glint behind his monocle suggests that it's important. Top of the morning to you, Indigo. Or is it the evening? Well, for me it's mid-fucking day, but okay. It is so hard to tell, locked up here in the Anthenium, day and night. Honestly, I feel that. If it wasn't for my clock, I would not know what time of day it was, so... Mood. Alright, technically speaking, I can leave any time of my choosing. Same. But it is as if some strange force prevents me from stepping forth into the light. For me, it's called agoraphobia. But enough of that. You are here to learn what became of your humble companions while you were off saving the realm. Well, since Ishgard's quite abrupt change in leadership, the Vault has become somewhat more receptive to the contemporary ideas of Lady Master Rufin. They've even asked our compatriot in disguise to hold for them another symposium on Charlian astrology, and this time within the city-state proper, and not at some forsaken hamlet. Nothing against the fine citizenry of Falcon's Nest, mind you. In fact, the good Rufin has foreseen your arrival in the stars and awaits you in the observatorium. The look on your face tells me you are less than convinced. Still the skeptic after all we have been through together, eh? Allow me to recreate this morning's reading. In the center of the Dawn Cross, we have the spear. To its left, the inverted arrow. To its right, the inverted balance. Beneath, we have the inverted spire. And the inverted bowl. And finally, the crown is the ewer. Well, did you not see it? It is as plain as the stench of day-old piss in the broom on a balmy summer's eve. Ew. Though peace hath settled upon our great land, it will be along the path of coming destruction that friends new and old shall discover the bush that doth bear the fruit of knowledge and hope. And to think it was you who attuned all 6 heavens. In other words, he who brought peace to Ishgard, that would be you, will walk the road south to the observatorium where, I don't know, you shall read some books with Lady Leveva, to stop dead-naming her, to discover a new spell for delivering excruciating pain to your enemies and their families? It all sounded more convincing when she explained it to me this morning over the bottle of wine. Or was it 2 bottles? Wine for breakfast, huh? Well, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. At any rate, I would suggest you make haste. You know how our little protégée does not take kindly to those who make her wait. It was good seeing you again, Indigo. Something tells me you will be back again soon. Wink. To the observatorium. Well, isn't that fun? Mount roulette. Huh, I guess it's not in here. Nice. And the Gooboo's just vibing up there. Whee! Landed right in the water. Well, so much for her being in here. Oh, she's right there. Or they. Leveva! I guess we're still calling you Leveva instead of Rufin. Okay, I guess.
Friend and fellow Astrologian, it's good to see you again. What has it been? 2, 3? Let's just say that it has been too long.
Yeah, that's true.
Did Jonathan speak to you of my reading? Well, then there's hope for that well-dressed dullard yet. Though I've learned the key to success is not entrusting him with more than one task at a time, and making certain that task does not require much in the way of thinking. Or acting, for that matter. Damn.
Man, you just love roasting him, don't you? Can't say I'll blame you.
As for the reading, I believe it instructs as to our next step in spreading the knowledge of...
Master Rufin, an injured traveler has arrived at our gates seeking succor.
An ill omen. With me, Indigo.
Oh, shit. Please, I can walk no further.
The stars were kind in guiding you to this place. The Astrologians here have ways of easing one's hurts.
Astrologians? I have no need for prophecy or prognosticatio. Or I could stay my tongue and allow you to tend to my wounds. Oh, my apologies.
Yeah, let me heal you for a moment, jackass.
May you have a quick recovery, friend. In time, you will come to believe the power the stars wield. Uh-huh. Lady Master Rufin, Indigo's felicitous return inspires me to step out for a breath of fresh air. Behold, already does it appear a new adventure is upon us. Yeah, it seems legit.
And here I was thinking you made the journey south to lend your talents in preparing for the forthcoming symposium.
Master Rufin, or was it Lady Laveva? If I may, allow me to give you my thanks, and my apologies for earlier. I have a tendency to
allow your unbridled emotions to get the best of you.
That was amazing. You knew what I was going to say before I even said it. Where are my manners? I am Kyokuho of Higashi, and have braved storm and sea to learn of the many wonders it is said are to be found in this magnificent realm. But you already knew that, didn't you?
No, I did not. Now, if you would excuse me, I must get back to, matters, which are important.
Goddamn. Important matters, such as astrological matters? Could you show me? I wouldn't be a burden. I'd stand at the corner, in the shadows, behind a curtain.
Well, I appreciate the somewhat forced enthusiasm. I'm afraid that won't be
Oh, I was merely hoping that we might be able to share insight into each other's fields.
Each other's fields? You wouldn't happen to be a geomancer, would you?
A geomancer? Yeah, we have that in 5.
So-called masters of wind and water. My grandfather had a tome written on the far eastern art of elemental and directional divination, though much of it seemed little more than folklore.
Lady Laveva, did not the morning's reading mention friends new and old? What if Indigo were the friend old, and this peculiar little man the friend new?
The spear pointing west, the balance pointing east, the arrow pointing in all directions and none. It might just mean... Kyokuo. Though it pains me to admit as much, it appears your arrival has been foretold. Perhaps there is much I can learn from you. Nay, that we can learn from each other.
Ha ha! Oh, but there is! Soon you will learn the push and pull of the elements brings together those who require companionship most.
Yes. The elements. Not like a fucking conjurer can take care of that. Anyways, we will have to discuss that further at another juncture. For the time being, I am placing you in the care of my first and foremost pupil, Indigo.
Wait, what? An excellent proposal, or as I believe the Hingans say, a keikaku. Keikaku. I dabbled a bit in the language when I was younger, but for the life of me, that ebon-haired emissary would not afford me even a sidelong glance. That then might I hazard that there is no finer place to begin unlocking the secrets of the stars than under the bowl near Roots Lake? I shall even lead good Kyokuho to the South Shroud myself, if Indigo agrees to do the rest. Yeah, okay, fine. After you, then.
And next we meet, Kyokuo, you will have opened the first gate and better understand the influence of the stars. Oh, the influence the stars hold over all of us. Safe journeys.
Maybe I should have done that hair for Indigo. Oh well. I'm already a male aura that was a samurai. That's about as weebish as one can get. That's how I ended up being a male aura, is I made a joke with Vermilion. I was like, I'm gonna be an aura in a Japan-like setting and a samurai. How much more of a weeb can I probably be? And Vermilion was like, you could be a male aura. They got very weebish hair. And so as a joke, I made a male aura Indigo. And I was like, oh no, now I have to do this. Alright everyone, what's up? There you are. I was beginning to wonder if you hadn't been eaten by the hoverflies on your way here. But I jest. Jean Quinard tells me that you are quite the authority on all things relating the bowl. So enlighten me, oh honorable sensei. I am, as you Westerners say, all eyes, or was it ears? I think it's all ears. We'll do the bowl's origin. And this is the origin of the bowl. And yours is to believe it is from this tree planted by your gods in the very heavens that all life was born. Fascinating. Ah, looks pretty. Here you go. So this is your bowl. In the Far East, we know this constellation is something different, but know it all the same. I must admit, however, that seeing it under a different sky than my own fills my heart with a sense of both wonderment and now confusion, knowing that what it represents to your people. What I cannot wrap my head around is that you would truly believe a notion so foolish as the power of earth, a word that by your own definition means soil, would not come from this land itself, but rather from 6 tiny lights flickering in the night skies. We students of geomancy believe such power naturally lies beneath our feet, ever flowing through creation, as blood does through our veins. Yet despite the differences in our thinking, the similarities are encouraging. All trees are born of the earth, and their protection is universal. A most thought-provoking opinion that I am certain Lady Leveva will be delighted to hear. Though might I suggest you withhold the part about being unable to wrap your head around our foolish notions, unless you enjoy having a steel-toed boot wedged firmly twixt the bullocks. Oh! Ahem. Shall we be going then? By this hour, Lady Leveva will have already made the journey back to Anthenium. Yeah, okay. Oh, hey, over here.
My thanks for getting the Hingan off my hands. And not because I think our visitor an annoying little braggart with all the manners of a kobold foundling, which I still do, but because I needed the time to finish my work without distraction. So tell me, what did I miss?
Well, not too much.
I see. Perhaps I judged Kyokuho. There we go. I see. Perhaps I judged Kyokuho too hastily. I still have my reservations, but I shall afford him the benefit of the doubt. For now. The teachings of geomancy may be grounded in fairy tales and falsehoods, but my grandfather told me that every lie is born of the truth. If I can find the truth within Kyokuo's backwards beliefs, it may provide insight into our own school of thought.
God damn.
I see now that my choice to assign you as his tutor was a wise decision. Might I ask this of you, Indigo? I promise that once the symposium has ended, I shall assume the duties of Kyokuo's tutelage. I sense good fortune in our stars, my friend. Good fortune indeed.
Rad like the wind! Lady Laveva has something to ask of her favorite pupil. Okay, I guess she's just Lady Laveva. Okay, cool, whatever.
Indigo, I see you received my summons.
You didn't receive my summons?
12 damn that Jean-Quenat to the 7th hell and back. He is going to be... forgive me. There should be sufficient time for the condemnation of his soul after 11th bell tarts. For now, I must speak to you of Kyokuo's training. Despite appearances, and attitude, and manners, and courting habits, our traveler from the east has proven quite motivated in his study in our ways. In fact, while you were off doing whatever it is you do, he successfully opened the next 4 gates of heaven.
God damn.
Anyway, preparations for the symposium have left me with little time to pick the boy's mind, but I have nevertheless managed to fully grasp the primitive concept of geomancy. In fact, I plan on incorporating several of the ideas as anecdotes into my presentation. It is what my father would have wanted. Now, as to why I have called you here, Kyokuo is very close to attuning to the final heaven, the spear, and I think it only fitting that his instructor be there to accompany him during his finest moments. And because I am obviously too occupied at the moment, I thought perhaps you could join him in my stead.
Yeah, I could do that.
Then it is settled. You shall guide young Kyokuo on his final steps to glory and enlightenment, just as I did you those many moons ago. Follow me outside, Indigo, and let us bring our friend the good tidings together.
Alright. Let's see, the other name I'm sure is just meant to be the identity she uses in the open since she's officially dead. Those closest to her can still call her Laveva in private. At least that's how I think they're dealing with it. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm with you on that, actually. I agree with you. Alright, Laveva, what's up?
That is odd. I could have sworn he was right here but a moment ago. Flureri, have you seen Kyokuo? Flureri, are you listening to me?
If it is our Hingan novitiate you seek, he hurried out the Anthenium side entrance not 5 heartbeats past. He was quite animated, even more than usual. A veritable one-man mummer's tragedy, all full jumping and flailing and pumping of fists.
What could have unsettled the boy so?
I suppose it might have been that letter I handed him. It was delivered just this morning. Kyokuo skimmed over it quickly, asked me several cursory questions about the heaven of ice, to which I gave several cursory answers, and then he was gone.
And you did not try to stop him?
Why would I? He was leaving.
But if my intuition is correct, and it usually is, something in that missive has led Kyokuo to believe that he does not have much time left in Eorzea, and so has set for the Steel Vigil, and that he might open the final gate and complete his training before he departs our realm. Indigo, it looks as if our plan is already set in motion. To the Central Highlands.
Alright, let's fucking go. Jonakwana was like, I'm going this way.
Central Highlands.
Alright, you, what's going on? Oh, shit. God damn it, can you stop with the AoEs, please? Oh, Melithic 3, huh? Oh, thank you. Jesus Christ. There we go, now you're down. Jesus Christ. Alright, Kyokuo, what's going on? Let me help you out, buddy. Oh. Indigo, this is the second time you have saved me from my folly. Well, technically speaking, it is the first. You were merely standing around as Lady Leveva healed my wounds the last time. Right, I'll stop there. Good idea. I know it makes little sense to leave without saying anything, despite the fact you, Lady Leveva, and Jonakwana all were but mere yalms from where I stood. But some stories are already told. And who are we to struggle against the ebb and flow and carry us ever toward our fates? Alright, that was a poor excuse. The truth is, I have been summoned back to my homeland, and was too ashamed to face those who had showed me so much support. And so I thought to come here, open the gate to the final heaven, and then take the next trading galley out of Ulda before any of you realized I was gone. As you can see, things did not unfold as planned. But since you are here, perhaps we could have one last lesson for old time's sake? Yeah, we'll talk about the Spear's Blessing. Here is the story of the Spear's Blessing. I see. Both power and compassion. The yin to the other's yang. It is as if the more I learn of your stars, the less I know. Wait, what? Okay, then. And here we are. To think this may be the last I ever see of your heavens. I am beginning to understand why your people treasure them so. And with the opening of the 6th, I have prepared my mind and soul for the 7th, the final gate that leads to true dominion over the elements, or so Lady Laviva insists. Our conversations have been eye-opening, to say the least. She theorizes that our two schools may actually be one and the same. Whereas astrologians look to the stars above to read their fates, we geomancers look to the star below and listen to its songs, and draw our answers from its whispers. While I'm certain my masters back in Hingashi would cringe upon hearing that a Westerner of not 20 summers believes she has grasped 1,000 generations of teaching, I am more willing to indulge her eccentricities now that I know she means no ill will. I only wish that we could have had more time to possibly see if there was some way we could have combined our knowledge to create something new, something a world has never before seen. And with that I bid you, Lady Laviva, Quimperin, Mugeniel, soft-skinned Florari, sweet-lipped Horiet, and tall chap on the 2nd floor always mumbling about some star's magnitude. Even Jonathan are the fondest of farewells. Huh, okay. I have a long journey ahead of me, and if I do not leave now, I fear I will never be able to. Alright, safe travels. Huh. Well, there you go. You're back, but I do not see Kyokuo. Is he out fawning over Flurari again? Actually, no, he went back home. Back to Hingashi? I cannot say this was unexpected. The deck of 60 told me as much this morning. That, and I asked Janakonar what was written in the letter. What, you thought him above reading another's correspondence? You give him far too much credit where none is due. Kyokuo is not a child. He knew what coming to Eorzea would entail, and he knew that he would one day need to return to his homeland. And while we may not have always agreed, almost never agreed, I did come to respect the man and his, steely resolve. Allow him his space. If the stars deem it fitting, then he will be back. Or perhaps next it will be our turn for a journey over storm and sea. Alright, bud. Apparently I'm supposed to talk to you now. He's gone? Oh, without saying goodbye? I cannot believe it. I will not believe it. Oh, What would I not give to have but one last moment with my brother, my soulmate, my... Lady Laveva told you I read his letter? Oh, well then, yes, it would pain me to tell the other novelties that Kuo has returned to his native lands, far away on the other side of the world. I may even need to personally comfort those most stricken with grief by his sudden and tragic departure. But truth be told, I'm going to miss having the Hingon around. He certainly did liven the place up. Godspeed, Kyokuo. May your return journey leave you miserable and wet, but see you safely home. Wow, very considerate of you. Level 65. Alright. Alright, well the cool thing is we can continue the MSQ. I am unattuned. Fuck. I am unattuned. Fuck! Oh yeah, real quickly. Oh, okay. I know it's control space, isn't it? Yep, that's what I thought. Okay. It's definitely a lot faster if I just do that. All right. To Yangsha we go. Is it Yangsha? I think it's Yangsha. Yes, real quickly, I am going to go attune. I think this is probably one of my favorite songs. I just like the Kugane songs. Yeah, let's attune to this shit first. Okay, now I will. Let's see, I've gotten all or most of Kugan Hingashi Doma music scrolls to use for my house. Sadly, the orchestration only lets you slot in 6, but at least I have options. Oh well, at least you have options, that's good. You only get 6 slots? Damn. Alright, Liberation Front Guard. A glimpse of madness. It is not often that the Liberation Front Guard welcomes heroes from distant lands, but he is doing his best to compose himself. You are Indigo Monroe, are you not? We were told of your coming. Heroes of Eorzea, we of the Doman Liberation Front are honored to receive you, if you would be so good as to follow me. Sadly, you can only have one orchestration music player in your house, period. Damn. We have arrived.
This is the House of the Fears, but there are so few of them.
Many kindred spirits remain in hiding following the rebellion. Many others gave their lives for their nation. We are a stubborn remainder. Even accounting for our comrades in the field, we are at a fraction of our former strength, 'tis true. Yet we few are patriots. Brothers in arms, prepared to fight with every fiber of our being to set our people free.
Ever are we hopeful that others will join our cause, but never did I dream that you would journey so far.
You kitty!
Yukiri! Gods, it's good to see you. You look great, by the way. Have you been here long?
I returned but recently, having concluded my mission. Oh, it is good to see you again, my friends.
Did I hear aright? Your mission is concluded? Then you have found the young master.
Ere we speak of that, I would know by what fortuitous circumstance our friends came to be here.
Yeah, so here's the story.
Hi, Loki.
The Empire's crimes are all too familiar. Lys, my heart goes out to your people.
We wanted to stay and fight, believe me, but we knew it wouldn't work. We needed more time to rebuild, and more allies to stand with us against the Empire.
Yeah.
So we decided to come here and help you free Doma. To show everyone that you're not alone, and that the Garleans can be beaten if we work together. I'd like to think we proved that in the Ruby Sea.
That you did, Lys, and far more besides. Needless to say, your assistance would be most welcome.
Here, here. Now then, Yugiri, you must tell me of your search for our master.
Lest you wonder, he speaks of Lord Hien, son of Lord Cayenne, who perished during the rebellion. When it became clear that all hope of victory had gone, Lord Hien bade us deliver as many of our people as we could to safety beyond our borders. But as his father's heir, he was determined to fight on, and so he did. Until he suffered a grievous wound in battle and vanished without a trace.
Oh, damn.
Until now. For I have found Lord Hien, seen and spoken with him, on the Azim steppe.
Oh, boundless and merciful Kami, the young master lives. Tell me, was he well? Did his wound yet ail him? Where is he now? Have you brought him back to us?
God damn, Gosetsu, calm down.
You may take comfort in the knowledge that he is hale and whole. However, when I invited him to return with me to Doma, he had this to say. If Doma yet thirsts for the blood of patriots and tyrants, I shall offer unto her my blade. But if she has had her fill of bitter draughts, I shall offer unto her conquerors my head. Thrice did I declare to him that no true son or daughter of Doma would ever accept such a sacrifice. But for all my passion, he would not be swayed.
God damn.
Learn the truth of her heart and return to me, he said. And so I left him.
The words of one made to wear the mantle of leadership too soon. Yet there is wisdom in them all the same. If the people no longer yearn to be free, it would be folly to rekindle the fires of war.
To suffer our master, to surrender his life and forsake all hope of freedom is by far the greater folly. I will not go to face my fallen comrades having done naught to stop it.
Fair, fair.
All right, Shadow Walker, all right. But we need not rouse our comrades to battle this day. Let us instead welcome our honored guests and allow them a moment of respite.
Alrighty, Elise. As you can see, they went to great lengths to disable the Aetheryte. Apparently, in the twilight days of the rebellion, they feared that Xenos would be willing to risk sending unattuned conscripts. That said, it is hardly irreversible. They have the necessary materials. It would be a challenge to repair it alone, but may have with my brother's help. And what about you, Lise? You should hear this, Indigo. He was just telling me about Xenos and the rebellion. Oh, well, hello to you too. What you have to understand is that it was not simple matter of numbers. The bulk of the 12th never even took the field. It was Xenos' stratagems that won the war. They were unlike any we had ever seen. His formations were unorthodox, bewildering. We honestly thought he had him on the back foot. One moment we were passing home our advantage, the next we were surrounded and at his mercy. And then he stood before us, his cornered prey. Alone and unarmed, he beckoned us to come forward and fight for our lives. God damn. That's so messed up. One by one, my comrades charged, fearless and unflinching.
He would dance amidst their blades for a time, and then draw close as if to embrace. Let's see, if you and Vermilion would ever like to visit my in-game house sometime, it's located on Cactuar in Shirogane Housing District, Ward 21, Plot 53. Oh, cool. Yeah, we could definitely do something like that. One after another, he made us watch. Do you understand? He made us watch. What kind of monster enjoys killing people? I like killing things because it's fun. So just you pray, Alexander Anderson. I do not think there was any joy in it, nor justice, nor morality, nor meaning. To him, the weight of one life is no different from that of 1,000. A challenge had been issued, and was accepted. But on finding us no challenge at all, his objective changed. There were tales of Imperial soldiers being flayed for slaughtering families, for breaking brave men's spirits. Only later did I come to understand why. He did not desire obedience, he desired hate, and men consumed by it. A new battle, a new enemy, a new challenge. The hunt, I am told he called it. A hunt without end. Wow. And when all our best lay dead and broken, he left. He left muttering we had bored him. But our weapons, at least, held his interest. For he took a fallen samurai's sword, having grown fond of it. Since that day, he has ever wielded Far Eastern blades. He is said to be fascinated by ones with storied histories, and so soldiers who seek to curry his favor often present those of defeated enemies as gifts. Ew. It's like it's all a game to him. People are suffering, dying. He's collecting swords? Hello, McRuger. You're all good. I'm glad to have you. Since that day, Xenos became a weeb. Ow! I shall hydrate real quick. Xenos the weeb. We all fell the same. But my lady, you must understand. On the battlefield, reasons do not matter. The victor is not the just, but the strong. And the strong become the heroes of the tale. We were not strong enough. It is not sufficient to be right, to be just. Without strength, our path has but one end. Huh, interesting. Gosetsu, what you doing? I hope a brief respite is in order. Were I 20 years younger, these wounds would not warrant a second glance. Alas, no samurai has the strength to defeat that villain, old age. That's fair. But what say you to the House of the Fierce? Compared to your Rising Stones, I concede it may seem somewhat lacking. But it has been a haven these past 10 years to all who would set Doma free. Regrettably, our efforts in the time have come to little and less. When the Emperor died, we were so sure the hour of our liberation was at hand, but Xenos soon put paid to that, and the aid of Yotsuyu, and secrets she told. Goddamn. Yugiri! Maybe I should get girl rats instead of boy rats next summer. Dad! Mood. If I get girl rats, I should do Yugiri and Lise and Yida. Oh wait, no, I promised Vermilion. So, with Hoshi bonding with the new bunny, we got to name her, and he and I both had a name picked out for the bunny, and we rolled a d20, and I ended up getting my name on the d20, or landing on my number for the d20. And so, the bunny's name is Macchiato. We call her Maki for short.
And so I promised Vermilion, when we get rats next year, he gets to name 2 out of 3 of them. Because I usually try to get a trio. If I can help it.
Indigo, I do hope you have taken this opportunity to rest and recover.
Wait, that's what I was supposed to be doing? Oh shit, I didn't realize that. My bad.
It is well that you spoke with one of our survivors of that massacre. To defeat one's foe, one must first understand his true nature. As the Alamegan resistance has struggled, so too has the Doman Liberation Front. More so. Perhaps given the precarious position in which we find ourselves in the wake of our doomed rebellion. We are few, and our enemies legion. We are weak, and they strong. Yet with your help, I believe that there is little we can achieve. Only hope the depth of our predicament has not shaken your commitment to our cause.
Never! Victory will be ours! I got you.
Ah, that it will. With the hero of Eorzea on our side, we cannot lose.
True that. Let's see, we love Dasetsu. We weak, they strong. Alright, I will be right back. Give me just one moment. Wrong one.
Alrighty, I have returned. Let's see what I miss. Let's see, isn't it strange that everyone in Kugani speaks the same language as the Eorzea? It's very convenient, that's for sure. Alright, Yugiri. The stubborn remainder. Yugiri would like to have a word with you. Oh boy. Now then, I should be glad to discuss our next course of action. Though, now that I think on it, I myself have been away from Doma for some time, and even after my return, the search for Lord Hien commanded my full attention. Mayhap it would be to both our benefit if we were to see reality of Doma for ourselves. For did my lord not bid me learn the truth of her heart? Let us do this together, Indigo. Let us go among the people, and with our own eyes bear witness to their hardship. As a foreigner in these lands, your reputation does not precede you. Moreover, unlike Osetsu, I can accompany you without attracting unwanted attention. Oh, that's good. I'd like to join you, if that's all right. By all means. We would be glad of your company and your perspective. Awesome. Namai is not far. I say we begin there. Alright. Let's see, it gets worse when you get more into the game. And the other DLCs. Like, keep this in mind when you get into Shadowbringers. Oh boy. Follow Yugiri to Namai Village, huh? Yeah, fuck it, I'm just gonna do that. And Shadowbringers is after Stormblood, isn't it? Pretty sure it is. Think of it like Galactic Common from Star Wars. Ah, I've never seen Star Wars. Whee! Oh, I just landed on you fuckers. Sorry. Or Galactic Basic, I think they call it. Ah, okay. Ah, Indigo. I'm glad to see that you too put thought into your garments, given the covert nature of our activities. What? I guess. I should think my reason's obvious. To enter the village while wearing the garb of the shinobi would be beyond reckless. We shall pose as traveling merchants, Indigo as our leader, and we as his assistants. Are there any objections? No. I'm not really the merchant type, but if you think it's best way to go about it, I'll trust you. Then without further ado, let us begin. Cool. Let's see. Yeah, but still does not make sense for a Shadowbringer. It's basically their explanation for why everyone can speak, understand English. Any other languages are specific alien dialects, like common in D&D. Ah, okay, that I understand. Okay, let's see. Gather information into my village. Go around talking to the NPCs. Some things just never fucking change, do they? You? A merchant? Forgive my skepticism, but you strike me less a man of commerce and more a common sellsword. Give your best impression of Hancock. I just give my best smile. I stand corrected. Such a warm and cordial nature you possess. I pray you forgive me my earlier rudeness. It has been some time since the Viceroy came to our village to purge it of insurgents. Those who resisted suffered terribly, and those who did not fared little better.
We who remain know better than to risk her ire. If the Imperials demand laborers, we comply. If they demand conscripts to send as soldiers to other provinces, we obey. Ours is a difficult life, with little in the way of luxuries. I know not what you sell, merchant, but I doubt that I, nor anyone else here, can afford it.
I translated from nerd to nerd. I love that. Is that a fucking furry? Huh. Yeah, okay. A traveling merchant? With meat, perchance? Ah, better not to know when I have so little coin. I feel your eyes upon me. You know not the Lupin. Surely you have not been long in Yangsha, else you would. For generations we served the lords of Doma, compassionate and wise as they were. But the memories of such times fade with every passing day, as others will tell you. Huh. That must be the beast tribe in Yangsha. Maybe I need to go into establishments. Or not. Oh hey, a village mender. Nice. Can't go in there, apparently. I'm assuming I go over here. Oh, yep, there's one over here. Holnami.
Weren't you the one who came with the general?
No?
I see. My mistake. It warms my heart to see traveling merchants in Namai again. Though the Imperials never sealed our borders, folks like you have taken to avoiding Yangsha ever since the rebellion. Unfortunately, that has only made it harder for us to survive. You may have noticed, but we lack a great many things. It was not much better before True, but it has only gotten worse.
Damn. Oh, there's one more up there. Of course there is. I must search high and low for this last person to talk to. Ah, you're over here. Okay. Foreign peddlers? In Namai? Whatever it is you sell, I have no money to buy. Perhaps you should go elsewhere. Goddamn. Saying that, I know of no village in Yangsha that has fared any better. Once I would have directed you to the samurai lords of Monzen, had they not all died in battle or in the purges. There is the Doman Enclave, of course, but that lies beyond the Deryu Moon Gates. And needless to say, the Imperials are disinclined to let you buy their own pass. You didn't even try knocking. Damn, that was the nicest fuck off I ever heard. Must work in customer service. When you work in customer service, you learn very nice ways to say fuck off. There's also very polite ways of saying you're a fucking idiot.
Whee!
Fuck!
Yoogity! Indigo, what have you learned?
I've learned a lot of shit, actually.
Elise and I encountered much of the same. They have been pushed beyond the brink. I expected frustration and disillusionment, but
Not so much that they would come to question the wisdom of opposing imperial rule in the first place. Unless we can convince them otherwise, I fear I cannot convince Lord Hien to return without him. Oh shit. Let's see, have you seen the TikToks of the guy talking in legalese? I have not, but that sounds funny as shit. The ones we leave behind. Yugiri is uncertain how best to proceed. Let us not yet lose hope. Though the situation in Namai is bleak, mayhap it is not so elsewhere. I wish to speak with others outside the village. Lise and I will look for farmers in the paddies to the east. Indigo, I ask that you look to the south. Surely they cannot all have given into despair. Huh, okay. Find people in distress. I guess we're doing this shit again. He shows you how to say stuff like snitches get stitches and fancy legal words. Oh my god, I love that. I'm going the wrong way. Oh, it looks like we're riding Midgar Sommer. Isn't that fun? Alright, let's try that again. What the hell are those? Ah, fuck, I forgot to put that shortcut back on.
Tiny caterpillar.
I wonder if you can have this as a companion. Or a minion. There we go. Oh, we're almost there. And we'll heal up. Fuck off as govern yourself accordingly. Oh my god. Fuck around and find out. Interface compels consequence. Oh my god, I love that. Here you go, child. Let me heal you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
If you hadn't come along, I don't know what I would have done. Probably died. You would have been killed by caterpillars. How does that make you feel?
What am I doing out here? Oh, looking for flowers. I need some for my parents' graves.
Oh, okay, that just got dark.
The ones my brother and I usually bring are yellow, because it was my mother's favorite color. You haven't seen any, have you?
Man, my kids would be fucked if they tried bringing flowers of my favorite color to my grave, because my favorite color is black and purple. Well, I guess purple flowers you can find pretty easily, like lavender and stuff. Let's see, snitches get stitches is breach of confidence carries consequence. Oh my god, I love that. What the hell is that? Oh, the cats are playing. Okay, that makes sense. Felt something bump into my chair and it's just the cats fucking around.
You sense a hostile presence. Oh boy, wherever could it— oh my god!
Oh, hi, Suki. Hey, honey.
Shit, I gotta heal real quick. Joke's on you, bitch. I can heal myself. Stumbled onto his video, could not get enough. Nice. I love that. It sounds like some funny ass videos. Alright, I'm almost done with this guy. I don't know. Okay, there we go. Alright. And the bitch is down.
What's up, baby?
Suki, what you doing?
What you doing, Suki? Mwah, mwah, mwah.
I'm giving the rat some kisses, and she's kissing my thumb.
Oh, bless you, baby girl. Bless you.
Oh, okay. What? Ah! I got random rats thrown at me. Oh, by my husband of all people. Good job, honey. Thanks. Oh dear. Suki wants adventure.
That's how it is.
Alright, alright. Deliver the yellow flowers to the child. Also, you can't make fun of the child for dying to caterpillars when you died like 4 times to turtles. That's fair. That is fair. And I don't think it's just turtles I've died to multiple times, but yeah, that's the most recent. And to be fair, it is just a child. I got beetles trying to throw feet with me? What the fuck do beetles have? Piss off, I don't want to fight you. Ugh, finally. Alright, Azami, here's your flowers.
Only yellow ones will do. Mother wouldn't have wanted anything else.
Yellow wildflowers. An assortment of yellow wildflowers perfect for any number of joyful or somber occasions. Handpicked by you. Goddamn. Here you go, kid.
Ah, you found some. Thank you so much, sir. That's twice you've saved me now.
If you have some time to spare, maybe you could come with me? I'm sure Mother and Father would want to meet the man who showed me such kindness. We buried them on a cliff to the west of the village. There's a path through the terraces I'll show you. Huh. Oh, god damn it. Oh wait, I probably want to go this way. Gotta run past all the rhino beetles. God damn it. Huh. God damn, it's like a freaking maze. Alright, I think I'm figuring it out. Oh god, another rhino beetle. Fuck off.
We're here. Just give me a moment to put down the flowers, and I'll introduce you.
Aw.
They love to meet travelers and hear tales of faraway places. Maybe you could tell them about your homeland?
Sure, I guess.
Azami! Azami! Are you there? Azami! What the? You should not be here! Get away from my sister! Don't be so rude. He saved me from monsters. Brother, he even helped me pick flowers for mother and father.
Yeah, I did. Go back to the village. Now.
You're scaring me.
I said go! Stay inside and lock the door until I return. Yeah, you should probably listen to your brother. Hey, dickhead. Don't think I'm ungrateful. My sister is the only family I have. If you saved her, then... thank you. But it changes nothing. I asked you to leave, and now I am asking you again. I'm not going to report you to the Imperials, or anything stupid like that. But it's too dangerous for you to stay here, so please, I'm begging you, just leave us alone. Is that really what you want? Is it really? How many times do I have to tell you? If they find you here, we're the ones they'll punish, and it'll be 1,000 times worse than before. My mother and father believed in the rebellion. They left to fight for Lord Cayenne. They came home on a cart driven by Imperial soldiers. The soldiers demanded that the families of the insurgents present themselves, or else they'd burn the whole village to the ground. So we did. What choice did we have? They beat us in the village square with their hands, with sticks, with anything. They kicked us while we lay on the ground, begging for mercy. They made us denounce my mother and father, call them fools, call them traitors, say they deserved to die. I heard them laugh, but I dared not look up. One leaned close and whispered in my ear that he'd do to my sister, what he'd do to my sister if they had to come back. They're gone, but they're never far. All it takes is the wrong word in the wrong ear, and they'll return. And then I'll have to dig another grave, if I'm lucky. Whatever you came here to do, leave us out of it. If you want to fight the Imperials, go fight them on your own. You can't help us, no one can. And this is all we've got. So please, don't take it from us. Damn.
where are you hiding? Alright, you two. You're come at a good time, Indigo. We but recently completed our inquiries. What of yours? I was not aware of these events. The boy Issei, he told you all this? Such disgraceful, despicable crimes. If I knew the men responsible, I would not hesitate to hunt them down and... Forgive me, that outburst was unbecoming. The more I learn of the Imperial's actions in my absence, the more difficult I find it to marshal my emotions. Could Lord Hien have foreseen this? That our people's spirits would be broken so? Though at first I scoffed at his pronouncement, it feels all too possible now that he might resolve to surrender himself. Ooh. Alright, we're gonna end it here for today, y'all. Hope you have a good rest of your day, and we will see you later. Bye, everyone! And then those over on Twitch, we're gonna see who we can raid. Let's see, who's online right now? Have a good one. Thank you, McGruger. You too. Let's see. See, it looks like the bunnies are out and about. Bunnies, piggies, and fishies. Yeah, it looks like the bunnies are vibing. I'm gonna send you on over to them, guys. Have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you later. Bye!